Welcome in, because this guide starts with a simple but powerful idea. Your menu is not just a list of dishes, it is your restaurant's number one profit center. In a world of full service dining, ghost kitchens, and value conscious guests, every item on the page is doing financial work, whether you realize it or not. In today's hyper competitive food landscape, where customers scrutinize every dollar they spend, your menu decisions can literally make or break your bottom line. That's why we're diving deep into the science of menu engineering, a strategic approach that turns your menu into a data driven powerhouse for profitability and customer loyalty. We'll follow the full process, measuring profitability and popularity, mapping items into a decision matrix, and making smart adjustments that increase profit without sacrificing guest experience. This isn't about replacing your culinary intuition, it's about supercharging it with hard data. So grab your favorite pen, because we're about to architect a menu that works as hard as you do. Here's the critical question that keeps successful restaurateurs awake at night. How do you know if you're promoting the right dishes? This isn't just about which items taste amazing, it's about understanding the invisible battle between profit per plate and actual sales volume. Let me paint you a picture. You've got a salmon dish that delivers $19 profit per serving and a pizza that only brings in 11. Your gut tells you to push that salmon, right? But here's the twist. What if that pizza sells 350 times a month while the salmon sells only 120? That pizza is quietly making you nearly $4,000 monthly, 70% more total profit than your so-called more profitable salmon. And that matters because restaurants don't survive on elegant assumptions. They survive on repeatable contribution to the bottom line. This is exactly why traditional thinking fails, and why menu engineering isn't just important, it's absolutely essential for survival. So now that the question is on the table, we have to confront the next issue. Why do so many existing menu decisions still rely on incomplete math or gut feel alone? Now let's confront the dangerous gaps in how most restaurants approach menu strategy. Traditional contribution margin analysis is useful, but on its own, it's dangerously incomplete. It tells you how much money a dish makes per sale after portion cost, yet it says nothing about whether guests actually buy it often enough to matter. And even that math can be misleading if the dish is labor-heavy, causes waste, or slows service at the worst possible time. Then there's the intuition trap, trusting your gut alone in an era where ingredient prices fluctuate weekly and customer preferences shift monthly. And those common myths, they're quietly killing your profits. Myth 1, you only need to engineer your menu once a year. Reality, your profitable January dish could be bleeding money by June. Myth 2, expensive dishes automatically mean better margins. That $50 entree might actually be less profitable than a $16 pasta. Myth 3, popular items should never change. Even your best sellers might be leaving money on the table. And myth 4, that this is only for big chains, couldn't be more wrong. Small bistros often see 20% profit swings just from rebalancing their approach, which leads naturally to the core question. If instinct and one-dimensional metrics are not enough, what structured method should operators use instead? So how do we fix these gaps? Enter the four-step menu engineering framework, a systematic playbook that replaces guesswork with precision. Step 1, calculate each item's contribution margin by subtracting portion cost from selling price, while also accounting for yields, waste, and labor realities, so the margin reflects operational truth, not just theory. Step 2, measure popularity using your sales mix data from your POS system. Total the sales in a category over a representative date range, divide by the number of items, and identify which dishes sell above or below average. Step 3, plot everything on the menu engineering matrix, a simple 4-quadrant grid that instantly reveals which items are stars, plow horses, puzzles, or dogs. And step 4, take targeted action based on where each item lands. Rename, reprice, reposition, resize, bundle, promote, or retire. This isn't a one-time project. It's a continuous cycle of measurement, analysis, and optimization. Think of it as your menu's fitness routine, regular workouts that keep it lean, strong, and profitable. In 2026 terms, this process is even more powerful when paired with live recipe costing, inventory data, and faster reporting tools. The beauty is that this framework works whether you're running a single location bistro or scaling a multi unit concept. When you combine profitability with popularity, the matrix reveals game changing insights that will completely transform your strategy. Meet your stars. These are your high margin, high demand champions, the backbone of a profitable menu. They're already winning, and your job is to protect and amplify them. Then there are your plow horses, incredibly popular but lower margin workhorses. Despite weaker margins, they're too beloved to ignore, which means the breakthrough is not to remove them, but to improve them. Your puzzles are the hidden gems, highly profitable items that customers simply aren't ordering enough yet. And dogs? Those are the low margin, low demand items consuming precious menu space and kitchen energy that could be spent elsewhere. Here's where the salmon and pizza story lands on the matrix. That salmon is a textbook puzzle, high profit but low popularity, while the pizza is a star or plow horse depending on its exact margins. This explains precisely why focusing only on contribution margin would have you promoting the wrong dish entirely. The matrix shows that the pizza deserves your marketing muscle because it delivers nearly $4,000 in monthly profit compared to the salmon's $2,200, a 70% difference in your bottom line revealed in seconds. Most importantly, these labels are not permanent verdicts. They are signals for action. Now that you know which category each item falls into, here's exactly what to do with that intelligence. For your stars, protect them at all costs. Place them in prime menu real estate like the top right corner where eyes naturally land. Use chef's recommendation symbols and train your servers to suggest them confidently. Never discount stars, they're already flying off the shelves. For plow horses, improve rather than remove. Slightly adjust portions, swap expensive ingredients for cost-effective alternatives, test small price increases, bundle them with higher margin sides or drinks, and position them less prominently so they don't cannibalize star sales. Your puzzles need marketing love. Rebrand them with crave-worthy descriptions, highlight them as limited-time features, place them next to premium-priced items to boost value perception, and have servers personally recommend them as their favorites. Many puzzles can be transformed into stars simply through better naming, placement, and staff advocacy. And for dogs, unless they serve a genuine strategic brand purpose, free up that menu space and kitchen capacity for items that truly serve your bottom line. But here's the critical piece. None of this works without your team. Servers must understand these categories and confidently guide guests toward your most profitable items. Kitchens must standardize portions so theoretical margins become real margins. And purchasing must monitor ingredient volatility so a profitable item never quietly becomes a liability. This is where everything changes. Menu engineering isn't just a financial exercise, it's a complete paradigm shift that transforms your menu from a static document into your restaurant's most powerful living strategic asset. When you commit to continuous review cycles, you're not just updating prices, you're creating a responsive system that adapts to ingredient cost fluctuations, seasonal preferences, and market trends before they can hurt your margins. The insights ripple across your entire operation. Your purchasing becomes smarter because you know which ingredients to stock based on star item forecasts. Your culinary team gets inspired because they see which creative directions drive real profits. Your marketing becomes laser-focused because you're promoting the right items at the right time. In 2026, that means leveraging live sales dashboards, recipe-level costing, and predictive tools to catch problems earlier and act faster. The smartest teams treat the matrix as a recurring conversation, revisiting stars to protect them, refining plow horses, promoting puzzles, and retiring dogs when needed. Restaurants that embrace this continuous cycle don't just see incremental improvements, they experience transformational results. Your menu becomes the command center where data meets creativity, where instinct is validated by evidence, and where every decision aligns with profitability. The true resolution is not finding one perfect menu. It's building a continuous system for adaptation. So here's your action plan to transform your menu into a profit powerhouse. Start today by pulling your sales data and calculating contribution margins for every single item. Yes, every one. Plot them on the matrix and identify your stars, plow horses, puzzles, and dogs. This week, implement one targeted strategy for each category. Protect and elevate your stars, improve your plow horses, unlock your puzzles with better positioning and descriptions, and question every dog on your menu. Train your staff so they can confidently guide customers toward your most profitable items. And commit to reviewing this data monthly, not annually, because market conditions change faster than you think. The restaurants that win in 2026 and beyond aren't the ones with the flashiest dishes. They're the ones making data-driven decisions that compound over time. Menu engineering is a disciplined, repeatable way to turn your menu into a profitability engine, not by guessing and not by chasing only food cost percentage or premium pricing alone, but by combining contribution margin with popularity, classifying items intelligently, and acting with purpose. A strong menu is managed, not merely designed. Look at your menu not as a document, but as a living system, and start engineering it accordingly. Like and subscribe for more helpful videos like this. Connect with Forks for the experienced accounting professionals your restaurant needs. Details in description below.